My name's Blake. And my name's Carson. We're awesome sauce. We're awesome sauce. You're awesome sauce. Check out our YouTube.
Hey, saucers. It's Blake
and Carson.
It's with heavy hearts. We have to tell you that the channel's over. That means no more sauce on the side episodes.
Just kidding!
We'll never die! Hey guys, welcome to Awesome Sauce on the Side. It's your boy, Blakey P.
And Carson, C.
We just talked to ourselves.
Ow!
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're gonna make this quick. Here's the food.
Stop doing that.
Here's the food we're eating today. Little sauce of the day for me. I got some chicken nuggets, so I got Polynesian sauce and zesty buffalo sauce.
Now I went a different route and just put the sauce straight on the food immediately. My sauce of the day is barbecue sauce. It's a little hard to see because of the camera quality, but that's mac and cheese with bacon bits and barbecue sauce, otherwise known as awesome sauce, because that's us, the channel. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the channel.
Do we do a bev reveal?
Bev reveal? I got an iced vanilla coffee.
I have
and water.
See,
stay hydrated.
Saving cows. If you're watching this video right now, drink a gallon of water before the
new
challenge. Anyways, I have a mini Coca-Cola, and that's it for bev. I mean, I guess I have like a bottle of water over here that I was drinking earlier today, but
that's still it.
Do we want to share this story?
Dude, go for it.
So originally, I told you how there were bacon bits in the mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. So I was originally going to like cook bacon. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like burnt.
Audio listeners, he is showing a paper plate that has like absolutely like pitch black,
yeah,
like straight out of the abyss bacon, abyssal bacon, and it just crumbled. It just crumbled in his hands.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyways,
yikes.
On to the topics of the day.
I actually was going to talk. You were talking about water. I mean, like we don't have a whole lot of topics planned. We're like the first episode, it was pretty easy because we were just talking about like the channel and ourselves and whatnot. But we're just going to kind of freestyle it today.
Yeah.
So there's been a challenge that me and my girlfriend have been doing recently.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Does
it involve water buckets?
Yeah, it involves water.
Oh wait, actually?
Yeah. So usually I'm a soda drinker. I always be drinking Pepsi Zeros is my go-to soda of choice. And we came up with a new challenge for me to drink water. Where it's the chug challenge. Where every time she just like randomly like, because I'm like, hey, I need to be drinking more water. I'm a singer. In order to sing, you got to drink more water. She's like, hey, chug challenge. So now she'll just literally say chug challenge. I have to go fill up like a cup of water, 12 ounces specifically, and she'll time me and see how fast I can chug it.
That's probably like the least healthy way to get your recommended daily amount of water.
You're getting the water though.
I mean, you're getting the water,
and it's
but
fun and a challenge. So
okay.
Yesterday, 7 seconds, my personal record for like. I think this is 12 ounces, right?
A full bottle. That one's not a full one though.
Yeah, like a full bottle is like 16.9.
What's it in that case? You gotta learn the strat. What's it?
Well, no, but like we were doing it out of a cup. I know the strap for like a thing. You like smush it in.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, I'm gonna try and do it now, and if I fail, it'll be funny.
It will be.
But there's a little strat you can do for like if you have a full bottle of water, you can like drink that sucker in a couple of seconds. Here we go. I'm gonna try and do it right now.
Oh my god!
I'm a little out of practice.
He's a little out of practice.
Oh
for
my
audio
gosh.
listeners. He just squirted water all over his Dr. Pepper shirt, which is ironic.
Oh my gosh. It's everywhere. Awesome overload.
Yeah.
Let me go get a towel real quick.
Hey guys. Now we're just at the Blake podcast. Sometimes I think that the meaning we find in life, we have to make for ourselves, you know? For me, my purpose in life, what a question. I think it's just to live it like the best I can, you know? Experience it fully. Meet cool people. Do cool things. Just be happy. I think that's what everyone's really striving for, is for joy.
Okay, I'm back.
He's back. Okay, we're getting back into the silly
Hopefully you
conversation.
were funny enough while I was gone.
No, I was getting up close and personal with him. I
You
was
sure?
talking about the meaning of life.
Yeah. Sure, there's definitely some people who want to hear that.
I don't think so.
I do.
They're not ready to hear that.
Oh, I do have another story. So included in my lunch. I'm sorry, we're still talking about our lunch, but this. It's gonna look like some prescription drug, but trust me, it is not some sort of drug. This is. Let me start with the story first. So
Break it down.
I go to work. I'm not gonna disclose like specifics, but so I go to work and I'm doing a closing shift, and one of my coworkers is like, "Hey, this is gonna probably be like a long day, a long shift, so I got everyone one of these." And what this is this is a piece of gum with the same amount of caffeine in it as an espresso shot. So I'm going to. Should I do that after I eat, or I should probably do it after? Later on in this video, I'm going to, after I finish my food, take this gum and we're gonna see.
Take a perk.
Gonna see if I start tweaking on the one shot of espresso.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I do not usually drink caffeine like high amounts. I
think everyone knows that.
Okay, mister. But I actually had my first Monster like less than a month ago.
Monster. How should I feel?
Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know in the story.
Speaking of Monster, song lyric I wrote.
Okay.
Hear me out. Little disclosure. When it comes, I'm a singer and a songwriter. When I be writing my songs, it gets freaking emo. Okay. I listen to, for my music taste, Carson is well aware, I listen to a lot of Midwest emo music. So you probably don't know any of these bands, but the bands I listen to are like bands like Mom Jeans, Free Throw, Hot Mulligan.
I like both of those.
Front Bottoms, which is kind of Midwest emo.
Actually, I haven't heard that one.
I'm trying to think of some more. Jank, also known as Fail Better, Heal Faster. Bands like those are my jam. But as a songwriter, I'm more like pop oriented.
And I listen to the Beatles.
He listen. I listen to classical music. Only Mozart and Beethoven for Carson.
Anyways, if you didn't know, I despise the Beatles. If you're a Beatles fan, bring the hate, bring the fire, bring the flame. It only fuels me. Anyways, sorry for interrupting.
Okay.
Back to your story.
Okay. Song lyric I wrote. I gotta pull it up. I forgot. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to remember. I gotta get balls in my jaws.
What's it pulls up and it's just the exact same. Couldn't even store his balls in his pee.
You ready for this? Your leaving me is like energy, a monster poured in my bloodstream or hiding under my bed. So if you don't get it.
For anyone with the ASMR response, send a comment to Mr. Blake to tell him if you tingled all over the place.
Did you tingle? Yeah. A little taste of the poetry there.
Yeah.
Should we look at some comments?
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at some comments. This is a little
Welcome to the segment where we look at comments.
Where we look at comments. That's literally the segment. That's all we do. It's actually just.
This is the segment where we steal other people's content.
Yeah, correct.
Literally.
What away?
What away?
What away? I'm gonna look at our most recent video. Most recent video was our Ocarina of Time, episode 2. We had a lovely comment from Alistor Kindle 2048, saying you guys are great. Definitely sticking around to see what you do next. We love you so much, Alistor.
Thank you.
We really
I don't know who the
that.
other person is in the we, but thank you if you are multiple people or if just one. I salute thee. God peed.
God, what? God peed?
Yeah, you just take out the S and then it becomes funny.
Oh, you were going for Godspeed, but then you took out the S and now God peed, dude. For real.
Yeah, if you didn't know, it's raining right now.
If you didn't know, we're funny.
Yep.
Let's look at the comments on the original. Oh,
the first episode of Awesome Sauce.
The first
sauce. What was the Sauce on the Side?
There we go. First episode of our podcast, Sauce on the Side. We received one comment. a comment we've discussed
For many a night.
for a lot of minutes. So this comment comes from Lance H 497.
A comment that truly haunts our dreams.
It does,
Every
it
night
does.
I go to sleep and then I wake up thinking, oh, and that little comment, that little banner under the comment section with that, with
This little
with
profile
that
picture.
yeah.
That's the YouTube automatic, like
auto, like,
made,
on a-
this is just a blue background with an L.
Yep.
It's scary. It's scary. Lance, we'd like to disclose first before we discuss your comment. We respect you. We respect you, Lance.
Lance, if you're watching this part 2, leave a like and a comment and tell us
Lance,
what's
we
wrong
want
with
you on
this
the podcast,
episode.
Lance. We want you on
Actually,
the podcast.
yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
If we could get Lance on the podcast, like a Discord call or
That'd be
something.
pretty sweet.
That'd be funny.
But we're just, this comment, it evoked many feelings for us. So
Yes,
let's get
yeah.
into it. This is Lance. I'm gonna do a little voice for Lance.
What's Lance's voice?
If I'm here early in the future, can I skip the part where you're introducing your fast food? I mean, FFS, boys. No one gives a skip if you're eating chicken fingers. Time and money, gentlemen.
First of all, I gotta say, what a comment.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got
power play.
a couple-
to leave on a YouTube channel with 23 subscribers.
Yeah, this video got a whopping 55. It's at 55 views right now.
Oh, it's at
pretty
55?
good. But one like, and what a comment to occupy the comment section. A couple things to say first.
I got a voicemail.
Lance, you should be a writer. Because the way you structured that, or you should be.
You should write villains.
Yeah,
I think
not
this
to say
comment-
that you're villainous.
Yeah, not to say that you're villain. Like, this is like a complicated villain. It's not. We're not talking Disney villain that's like just evil for the sense of being evil. We're talking like this is a complicated man. This is like
Perfectly. Yeah.
this is like watching.
We can tell that you
Like-
got some layers to you, Lance.
Yeah, it's like Thanos,
We appreciate
where
that.
he's like he has
Yeah.
good intentions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should write for Thanos specifically. You should be one of his ghostwriters. So when we read this comment initially, we were hurt. We will say we were hurt. And I think it was our pride because we had this silly little idea for our podcast. Sauce on the side, where we eat fast food and talk about our sauce, and then we talk about randomness for the rest of it. And we Lance, you really, I think, awoke something to this. I think your claim has a lot of validity.
it really does. Gonna
It really
be honest,
does. 'Cause we talked about-
the reason it hurt is because it was true.
It was
like,
true. It was true. Lance, it hurt because it was true. And we just didn't want to admit it. But also,
Mhm. Thank you for keeping it real.
thank you for keeping it real. But some of your choices of vernacular were very silly. I must say. The way you talked, Carson said, sounded like a CEO at like a business meeting, like, gentlemen, no more chicken fingers. Time and money.
The stock is down 20% after you talked about chicken fingers for 20 seconds. But
Also, I love the way, I'll reiterate this first thing you said. If I'm here early in the future, can I skip the part where you're introducing your fast food? I love how you ask permission, Lance.
yeah, I was about
We
to
really
say.
appreciate that because, it probably would have hurt.
Yeah, he's like
It would have hurt if you skipped that part, But now that you've asked permission, you're
you're free to do
100%
so.
You
Yeah,
are free to do so. Yes, you are, Lance. Yeah.
and that's only Lance. Only Lance has that right now.
Yeah,
if
Lance,
anyone else
Lance,
wants
you are-
that permission, you have to ask.
If you are a subscriber, Lance, which we're not sure of.
Yeah.
We hope you are. You're our favorite. You're our favorite viewer as of now, Lance. So everybody else needs to.
Everyone
step it
else
up.
needs to step it up and fight for dominance.
Be real.
Yeah, be real.
Keep it real.
Also,
We love any commentary, whether it's negative or positive. And I think we getting our first besides the one comment that was saying
what's
the
it-
entirety of Gen X was doomed because of us.
honestly, the negative ones are the funniest.
They are the funniest, Lance, we really appreciate it. So with that being said, love you to death, Lance. We're gonna move on to our whatever we're talking about next.
Yeah. I guess what segment now? Because we did comments, we did food. Where are we time wise? Okay.
We are only 15 minutes in.
We may be
Holy moly.
screwed. Yeah.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay. At least
we
that was
can
a lot
yap,
faster
bro.
this time.
We can yap, dude. Come on.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was some lightning outside of
Thunder.
the Awesome Sauce recording video or recording room.
It was thunder.
It was thunder.
You can't hear lightning.
Oh my god! Freaking. Thunder! You can't hear lightning.
Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry for everybody at home.
Tell me which
Watching
one
this.
gave you more tingles, Blake's whispers or my burps?
Or the burp of thunder.
The burp of 87.
Oh god.
Didn't we say in the last podcast or episode we were going to talk about maybe some YouTubers that inspired us?
Oh yeah, and then we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Sure. So I only have one.
Wow.
You guys, it's kind of underground. It's called Markiplier.
Okay, mister.
It's pretty good.
Bro's not taking this seriously. Anyways.
No,
Okay.
I'll take it seriously. You go first though. And
Okay.
I'll go
I have a
afterwards.
couple. So like, I feel like this channel, or specifically how it's going right now, has a lot of inspiration from, or not so much inspiration, so much as similarity to currently Game Grumps due to the 2-player couch gameplay, as well as I want to say like some stuff from like Alpharad, specifically like the Alpharad Plus or Gold or whatever they're calling it now. I can't remember. Where it's like just Jacob and Joe. There you go, Mr. Rad. Actually, you know how hard that would be to be called Mr. Rad. Anyways,
Yeah.
Kind of just sit down and play games, and that's a lot of fun. But we also wanted to have like this modern aspect to it. Like you can tell that there's the couch gameplay in through like Legends of Zelda and all that other stuff, but there's still like heavily edited content and jokes, which is more akin to I think you would know more about YouTubers in that sphere than me, because I don't really know what that sphere is called. I'd say more akin to, I guess, you said Isaac Y? Or
Oh
like-
yeah.
or-
I can kind of take it from here.
Yeah.
If we're talking about that. So there's this group of YouTubers called the Group Chat, also known as just the Group. That's like Isaac Y, Soft Willy, that kind like Yummy, that whole kind of sphere. The way they edit their content is like heavy on just like crap posting, basically.
But no,
but not with well, we're keeping it PG here.
Bro's using that Lance vernacular.
Real. The Lance vernacular. Lance is going to become an inside bit on our channel, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Prepare yourselves. Yeah, so with editing, we've taken a little bit of inspiration from that. Not like super heavy, but just kind of the way Isaac edits his videos is really good. And I think we can kind of orient it a little bit more like that. They do a lot of Discord content. So like Discord, you laugh, you lose, like last to leave, Discord, like just random stuff on Discord. Also channel wise, we have some inspiration from like more duos. Super Mega was one of the biggest going into it. At least for me. It was really unfortunate that they kind of had a canceling, but now they're back. I think everyone's kind of changed their mindset because that was just like a really complicated, weird situation. And I think they're chilling now, but they're like nowadays they're like doing more like comedy style. Like they're like making like skits and like music videos and stuff. Yeah. They also have a podcast that I probably need to listen to more of because it's really similar to ours.
He's the
Super Mega.
podcast guy. I don't usually listen to as much podcasts.
Yeah, I don't listen to a whole bunch of podcasts, but like, I mean, I've listened to like a bit of Bad Friends, which is Bobby Lee and the other guy. I don't remember his name, but like, I don't know. It's just kind of for podcast inspiration. We're just kind of being us, just putting a camera and yapping.
As you do.
And then I think last inspiration. This is kind of an interesting one because they kind of popped off a little bit after we even like came up with this idea.
Really?
Slushy Noobs.
Yeah.
Slushy Noobs, which is Martin and crap, I'm trying to remember his name.
The funny guys on YouTube that
They're funny on YouTube.
us but better.
Yeah, pretty much. We saw their channel and we were like, crap.
Yeah, we honestly
This is exactly what we were going for. In a perfect universe, we would be the Slushy Noobs. And they're like, the way their origin story, I don't know how else to say it besides like saying it like that. the way that they kind of popped off and got some notoriety is through their like individual TikTok acclaim, and then they just kind of joined forces. I didn't know about Hamza is the other guy. I didn't know about Hamza, but I knew a lot about Martin through TikTok because they both like play characters too.
Mm-hmm.
Like and they have a podcast I think called Out of Character Podcast, which might be good to listen to.
Oh, where they actually are out of character.
Where they're out of character.
Oh my gosh.
But like all their YouTube videos are like in character, and they talk like really socially awkward like guys. I don't even know what else to like, call it, but they're like totally socially awkward and like just kind of make silly little jokes and goofs and gags.
Otherwise known as us from middle school through high school.
Pretty much, but real, not in a character. Yeah. I haven't seen a whole bunch of their videos, but one of them that I have seen that I friggin' love, dude. If there's any video you watch by the Slushy Noobs, you need to watch the it's this Minecraft map. It is a crazy video. I don't even want
Matteo Polibio World?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I don't want to spoil anything, but just trust me, you go watch that video or like look it up on TikTok or something. Just watch that video with like no expectations and trust me, you just got to get through the whole thing. Because like just trust, dude. It's crazy.
It was really funny. I tried. He sent it to me, and I tried to watch it, and I was like, "This is just regular Minecraft." For like,
but we don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I was
the Matteo Polibio world. A bunch of love out there for Martin and Hamza over at Slushy Noobs.
If you want to invite us on,
I don't think they're gonna invite us on. Maybe one day. But yeah, that's kind of our inspiration, channel wise. But we're also trying to do our own thing too.
Yeah. And then what's the line from Spider-Verse?
I'm gonna do my own thing.
And then we say hey, and then the stock graph goes up now.
And then we're animated on twos.
Yeah. And then Lance comes back to us and says, "Boys, stocks are up 20% after
Yeah, actually, Lance, if you're here watching right now, we want to hear your honest opinion about this episode. Is there anything we can do better? And I think everyone should be like Lance. We encourage you.
Yeah, everyone should
go down in that comment section and be honest with us what we can do to make it better. If you want me to wear a mask because of my ugly face,
don't worry, guys. He's used to it.
Don't worry, I'm used to it. I'll do it. I'll be like,
wear my hug at Final Boss.
Dude, that's actually really good. Oh my gosh, I'm writing that
what?
down. As a title. I have a whole list of like
for a YouTube video.
No. Like I have a list of song titles.
Oh.
I have this huge list.
Do we want to go over it?
We can pull out some of them. I have this huge list of song titles I've been working on for like literally I think a year or longer. That's just like Midwest emo, because once again I'm a Midwest emo fan, and the way they do their title usually is just like random crap.
You have an
like,
word, yeah.
Like some Mom Jean songs that I can use as example, or like Shred Cruise.
Is there one that's Pokemon Go to the Polls or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But there's like John Bon Jovi, like Pickle Bart. They have a member of their band called Bart, and they just did Pickle Bart. There's like some random ones, like there's Free Throws done like Pallet Town and like a whole bunch of random, like it's just random stuff that has nothing to do with the song really. So I just have written a bunch of them down. What was it?
Where My Hug at
Final Boss. Gotcha.
Sorry, he's typing it down in his phone. He has a little notes app for this.
I've got a huge notes app that's shared with Carson.
I also have a huge notes app.
Guys, I don't think he has one. Anyways, let's go through some of these awesome song names. We got Cutaway Gag, Glovebox Hot Sauce, Waffle House Fight Scene. That's a good one. Gangster Werewolf, which we oh my gosh, dude.
Do we want to like
dude, we might need to bust this out. So Gangster Werewolf.
Did we ever make like a pseudo recording for that one?
I don't think we did. I still remember how it goes though.
Okay. You remember it?
A summer ago, us and our friend Chris were planning on starting a band called Fingerboard Kickflip that like these bands, like these names would be actually like put to music.
Which this may become a real thing if, I don't know, like we find it funny.
Who's to say?
Who knows? This may be a thing in the future.
But we had an album planned out. Not an album, an EP. A 6-song EP. where he had each of the song titles picked out, and we had like a general plan for them. So let's walk through this. The first one and the album name is Gangster Werewolf, our debut freshman EP.
Yeah.
In which
Oh, I remember the words now.
yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you
I do.
Here, let's bust it out. You guys ready? I'm gonna sing it. Would you like? You can ad lib on it if you'd like. You can like go like oh. You can,
Wait, because doesn't it start with a rev?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do some instrumentals, beatbox.
okay.
Here, you guys ready? Okay, we're about to clip this and post it everywhere. This is Gangster Werewolf. You ready?
This is Gangster Werewolf by Fingerboard Kickflip. Across these desert plains I ride. I ride for days. Like a hungry wolf I hunt for prey.
What are the rest?
Hold on, we gotta pull up the lyrics. It's been a while.
Stop cutting soap beneath us!
On my cycle I ride across the tortured asphalt, and my brother screamed out, I must answer the call. Hello, hello.
And then we put in the phone guy from
Five
FNAF
Nights
1.
at Freddy's.
Like, and then like some sick guitar riffs.
Like a baby boy I cry, my family is all gone. A werewolf that made me his spawn. Now with this pack I ride, through the night we ride alone. My fangs are my smile, my claws are my own.
And then it's like an epic solo section where it's like a little
Yeah.
3-second pause after it. So like it would be
was it like-
drums like and then like a little bass. So like
Wasn't there like a saxophone part at one point?
yeah. And then a 3-second pause where it's like they think the song's over. Then it goes into a calm drum beat like a.
Oh, wait, here, I got you. Well, I guess that's more of a
The samba of the gangster werewolf.
He's
He's a drummer, but he only does like Latin music.
That's not true.
My family I have found, but they're not my people now. The wolves are my crowd, and their orders are loud. To truly claim my blood, I must kill my own blood. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but my wolf instincts are bad!
And then there's like sections of screaming and like, I'm so sorry. He's like, Father, I'm sorry, forgive me. And then the music fades out.
I did it. I'm a gangster werewolf now.
And the credits roll. Anyways, that was Gangster Werewolf. I hope you enjoy seeing that live on stage in a year or so. Coming to an AMC near you. We'll have like our own Eras tour or something. But for awesome stars.
Yeah. But the other songs we never wrote.
Yeah, we didn't write those.
We didn't
had,
write
like,
the other
concepts,
ones. We had
but-
concepts, but that was the first one we wrote. Like late at night when we were like,
Yeah, I did it. Wasn't that like all
It was
this
like-
span of like 2 hours?
no, we wrote it in like literally like 20 minutes. We wrote that in like 20 minutes, like standing around my kitchen, like at like 10 p.m. Dude, it's crazy. Our friend Chris had just like been like he broken up with, or like his girlfriend had broken up with him.
I thought that was what's it? I thought he like came back from like some sort of concert. I
don't think so. I think his girlfriend. We had been hanging out with him the entire day, and his girlfriend had something had gone on.
Oh, okay.
We were like, "Hey, Chris,
we're here for
we're
you.
gonna write you a song
Gangster
about gangster
Werewolf
werewolves."
is right here.
So the second song in this hypothetical EP from Fingerboard Kickflip, titled "Gangster Werewolf," was
I think this one was my idea.
Recorder Black Belt, which was Carson's idea.
Yeah. Okay. So the explanation for this one is you know how like in like elementary school or whatever you have the little recorder and like they'd have the little belts to like so if you could like play a song or pass it off. you get like the little like belt tied on your recorder, and that would show like how far you've gotten or whatnot. And the idea is that it's a recorder black belt. So there's this kid in school who like plays the recorder, but he's like cracked at it. Like have you seen that guy on TikTok that like plays Through the Fire and the Flames or whatnot, and all these crazy songs using the recorder? It's like that. And the idea is like he's getting like bullied or whatnot. I can't remember. Did we write down lyrics? For some reason, I'm remembering we may have wrote down some lyrics.
I think we might have written something.
I don't know if we like. We'll cut to when. We'll cut to whether or not we find it. Or,
we didn't.
We didn't. Okay.
We didn't.
But like the specifics is that, and so it's like I can't. Because I was like, I swear I remember how it goes, but the whole gimmick of it is just there's like some crazy like recorder solo, and some goofy little. Oh, wasn't it like almost like medieval like music? Like
it might have been.
Yeah, it was something like that, but with a recorder.
The third song on the CP is "Walking, on the Sidewalk." Yeah. So you're walking on the sidewalk. I think you came up with like this one as well. Where it's like, and the whole thing about this is it's kind of a we tried to kind of make it like a concept album where it's like there's an overarching story.
Wait, what overarching story?
So this is the story of the gangster werewolf.
Oh, he was the recorder black belt kid.
He was the recorded black belt kid.
I remember.
Yeah, he was the recorded black belt kid. So it starts off with like this: "Who am I? I am a gangster werewolf."
It's like that one, I can't remember the album where like the beginning starts with the end of, and it plays it in reverse, except it starts at the beginning and then immediately goes to it starts at the end and immediately goes to the beginning.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like it's like a Disney Channel like episode where it's like starting with this crazy situation. You're probably wondering how I got into the situation. How did I become this gangster werewolf? So it kind of follows that. So it starts with gangster werewolf. And then it zooms back in time to recorder black belt. This child is a recorder prodigy.
He's cracked crazy on the sticks, literally, because it looks like a stick.
Real. Then he's walking on the sidewalk. I think this is like in his like
teenage,
this was teenage,
years. And wasn't the idea for walking on the sidewalk is just like this crazy song that goes hard for no reason. We're like, you're walking on the sidewalk, or
it's like he's angsty. It's just showing his angst, basically.
Yeah, angst and like cool.
How he went from recorder black belt, like this prodigy of a recorder, to like an angsty teen.
I just like
then maybe my favorite. We have "Merging Without Looking," which is quite literally a 30-second track.
I forgot.
Where it's just the sound of a car just so it's literally just the sound of a car crash, basically. If you've seen those like ASMR boyfriend like videos on TikTok where it's like an ASMR boyfriend like ASMR boyfriend gets into a car crash, like it's like, "Hey darling, I'm on my way home right now. If there was only one more car," like it's like literally just like that.
Dangerous,
and then we move into the Glunganing, May 4th, 2024.
I guess Narwhal now knows what happened May 4th, 2024.
We can't talk too much about this.
Yeah, we can't talk about it
because this is a day that just passed, actually.
Actually, yeah.
And we celebrated. But it's essentially inside of his tortured mind after he got into this car crash. He's like experiencing this like
Wasn't he like
trip.
saved by becoming a werewolf?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So he gets in this car crash and he's like in this weird comatose state. And he sees a vision of May 4th, 2024.
Of events that will come to pass on this certain date. We cannot disclose.
We can't disclose, but there are a lot of men in a public space.
There is a certain eye that will rise, and the blind shall see.
Yeah, we can't discuss too much.
There's a certain microchips that will activate,
and certain walls in certain states will fall, and the rats will be let loose. So yeah, we can't talk about the Glunganing too much. That's way too personal. But the final song on this 6-track EP titled Gangster Werewolf is Pokemon Go, In My Bed, Alone.
Now, this is where things kind of mellow out.
This is after the events of Gangster Werewolf, the first track. And he's alone. This is like kind of the most real like song. Like all these songs are kind of crazy and kooky and wild. This is like the most like actual genuine song where he's talking about how lonely he is and he's playing Pokemon Go in his bed
alone without the energy.
Which is real. I think
to,
we've
like,
all been there before.
Yeah, like you don't have the energy to go out and walk. Go.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just like I remember back in the day when Pokemon Go was so huge.
Sit there and look at your Pokemon collection.
You're like, man, I wish I could be out like playing Pokemon Go with my friends right now. And it's like late and there's nothing to do. And you don't want to go to sleep. There's no games you want to play besides Pokemon Go.
No games on your phone.
No games on your phone. So you pull out Pokemon Go, and there you are. There's no Pokestops, no gyms, nothing around you. No Pokemon are showing up, and you're just waiting.
Just your empty avatar in an abyss, an inky void.
You look at your team. There's not much going on. You haven't caught that Dragonite yet.
You're out of items. You can't.
Yeah, you're all out of Pokeballs.
You're all out of Pokeballs, potions, nothing. Like 90% of your Pokemon are dead.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, that's truly the lowest point a human can go.
And the EP doesn't end with a resolution.
It doesn't get better.
If we're getting into music theory here, I think it would end on probably like a fourth chord or something where it's like,
oh, you're saying like
unresolved.
the song doesn't resolve.
The song doesn't resolve.
I thought you meant like the storyline.
And the storyline. The storyline doesn't resolve either. But perhaps in Gangster Werewolf Part 2 it will.
Yeah.
Which will probably be titled something else.
Coming to theaters May 4th, 2028.
Real. But here are some of the other song titles we wrote that could be featured in Gangster Werewolf Part 2. Macklemore Tribute. Live Bazinga Reaction. Disney Adult. Maybe Red Isn't Sus. Speeding on the Shoulder, which is actually a really good one.
Actually, yeah, that's good.
We got Loading Screen. Sold Out at Denny's. The Millionth President. Playing Mario and Mario Kart. Third String Pee Wee Team.
Ooh, that one's actually good.
That's pretty good. This song was made by an AI. That sounds like a Radiohead song.
Yeah.
Middle School Locker Room. Cafeteria Nachos. Window Raindrop Race. Like, you know, when you like got like a car window and there's like the raindrops, like then like, oh, it shouldn't go faster. Schizophrenic Rage, which we talked about in the Pong video.
Yeah,
we looked through these in the Pong video, I believe. Vine Line versus the meme team. Holy crap, we gotta talk about this. Okay. Back in our middle school days. It was like early.
No, it was
school.
like first grade of middle school. Like that area where you go from elementary where you're allowed to play on the playground, and then the middle school where they get rid of the playground and all this stuff.
But like they don't like cold turkey it. It's like every other week you'd have like a recess adjacent.
Yeah, except there wouldn't be a playground or anything. It'd just be an open field.
It's just
it's just an open field with literally nothing to play. Like they don't give you like balls or anything. Like you could bring your own, but if you don't, you're kind of just screwed.
Yeah. So as we mentioned in the last podcast, before Carson and I met in Vietnam, we were middle schoolers together in the same grade,
same middle school.
Same middle school. And whenever we had these recesses, we had a pretty large friend group.
Yeah.
Back in the early stages of middle school. We had two separate, what is it, like forces?
Yeah.
Two separate, like...
This is like the Avengers
groups.
Endgame, but for like a crappy middle school friend group.
Real.
Yeah.
One of which was the meme team.
So...
Which we were members of.
Yeah, we were, like, well, I don't know if we... I was one of the founding members of the meme team. And
I wasn't.
Bro joined in.
I joined in.
But
what did I just say? I joined in later.
But
I
then
was a late edition.
But then another like a not a coup, but like another group in the friend group was like, you know what? Let's make our own team.
It was adjacent to the falling of Satan. When because it was one of the members of the meme team, I believe, right?
Oh yeah. Who was it? Yeah.
I think it was Connor.
Oh, okay. Let's not disclose who that is, but yeah.
But yeah, that's just the name. Mm-hmm. He left, and he formed
the sick group, the awful group of humans, the Vine Line, our enemies,
our forsaken adversaries.
And it was quite literally, like the nerdiest thing ever. It was like know when you play pretend as a youth, when there are no rules, all you do is you go up and I'm like, I fucking throw this thing at you, and the other person goes, no, I fucking armor, and then the other person's like, well, my knife pierces your arm, and it's like, no, it doesn't, I catch it. And it's like, that was literally all we did. But with not even memes, it was just like, because we didn't know what memes were. We were that age where we were just like such little goofballs. We could not tell you what a meme was. It was just something on the internet
that we thought was funny.
We thought was humorous. So my whole thing was the Pitbull song Fireball. That was all it was. And also, so I'd literally just go up and be like, Fireball. And that's all I did. That's all I did. And we also had like Naruto, like, we did. We had like Naruto, like, animals inside of us.
Oh, like, Jinchuriki. Like, with the...
Whatever the term is, I don't know. I haven't seen Naruto. But
it was more akin to like a warlock stuff, but like where you had like a little animal thing, a spirit or like type thing inside you, and then like you...
But it had to be like a mythical version of it. So I had not seen Naruto, nor did I know...
I was a dragon, and then you like were like Nine-Tailed Fox. And I think that's when people called out like, oh, that's just Naruto.
That's exactly what I hadn't seen Naruto, but I loved foxes, and I still do. Foxes are really cool. They're like a mythical creature. I was like, dude, I'm gonna choose the Nine-Tailed Fox, and it's gonna be inside of me. And they're like, you can't be Naruto, you can't be Naruto. And I'm like, what is Naruto?
What is a Naruto?
I don't know who that is. And they're like, it's an anime, and he has a Nine-Tailed Fox. Yeah.
Anyways, if anyone want to start beef as the Vine line in the comments below,
any Vine liners?
Any Vine liners in the comments? Oh yeah, but weren't we talking? Yeah, back to like songs.
Yeah, we just we were just that's pretty much all it was. But like we were just back in middle school. We were the meme team. There's a Vine line, and the whole reason they were called the Vine line. Like the meme team, it's a pretty self-explanatory name. It's a team of people
it rhymes, yeah.
who use memes as their powers. They had to come up with a rhyming team name, the Vine line, and I want you guys to guess why they called it the Vine line.
Pause the video.
Pause the video. Drop a comment. below.
Drop a comment. And
why you think they would call themselves the Vine line?
Get this. Brace yourselves. They stood in a line when they fought.
That's it. That's it. I'm glad we can still reflect on this. Like, this was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is like...
And we're just like still mad because they stood in the line and that's it.
Hate only
they used Vines.
Grows.
To be clear, the popular social media app Vine was still alive and well back in the day. And they used Vines. What the dog doing? Only a spoonful. Watermelon. Stuff like that.
God, I miss Vine.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, back to song names, I guess. Let me see.
Do you think King Bach was like the same as like the Avatar? Was like when the world needed him most, he vanished.
I thought you were about to say like he like put his fingers on your head and like just sucked away all your funniness. Anyways,
King Bach saw a terrible future where two young boys became the most powerful people on the internet due to their funniness, and they were like, "No, I must go," and they sucked the funny out of us.
Yeah, so that's why we're not funny. Yeah, that's actually. Why we're that's the only reason game. We used to be really.
That's
funny,
the only reason we only have 23 subscribers right now.
Fart smellas.
That one's self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. Crockpot dinner. He ain't beaten Goku.
I actually almost just joked. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty silly. Little Chef. It's a nice one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rushed Level 10 Town Hall. Brofist Propaganda. Tic-Tac-Toe Silver Medal. I think that's pretty powerful. Starbucks Soda. Pickle Rick stuck in a claw machine.
Oh, that
was real.
Yeah,
we were like in a Walmart,
thing.
And there's a little Pickle Rick.
Yeah, there's a little Pickle Rick toy stuck in a claw machine, and we're like, oh my gosh,
real. Frolicking in a Field. DDR Easy Mode.
Oh, okay.
The Lego Batman movie. That's it. True Skate at the function. So it's like when you're at the function and you're just like you don't want to talk to anyone, so you pull out True Skate.
Okay. I thought you said like True Escape, and I was like,
no,
what?
True Skate.
Yeah, like the app.
game.
Okay, yeah.
Kool-Aid in my bloodstream. Group chat goblin. Old man band.
I know a couple group chat goblins.
Lambo with a U-Haul.
I feel like that's something we had seen, and then we added that.
I think we did, yeah.
I think
something
it was like
crazy, like a really nice car that had a U-Haul on it, and it was like, that's weird. Balls back.
Okay, we're gonna have to explain that one. That one is based off of Game Pigeon. You know the little game where you play the little cup pong,
yeah.
and you like whenever you get both of them, it's like, oh, you get your balls back. But instead of like saying, oh, you got your balls back, it just says balls back, and it flashes on the screen.
Yeah. Irregular show. It's like regular show, but irregular.
show.
That
one's just normal.
Let It Rip.
Okay, that one's
Baby Hands. Ben Shapiro Barbie movie. White Claws and Wine. Now this gets into the point, I think,
where I wasn't here for these.
Yeah,
I'm
this
assuming,
is
'cause I was like,
for me. This is my college. My college after we'd split, we'd separated.
Yeah,
we took a break.
Yeah.
Some of these I think are still, inspired at least by you, but some of these like they get like more like my college friends had some influence on these. Early Riser. It's like Early Riser, but a Riser.
I think we got that one.
Yeah, I think that's us. Vehicular Offspring, which is one of Carson's nicknames, because car, son.
Oh my God! Get it, guys, get it.
Great Bones, Hot Gatorade, Low School. It's like high school, but it's low school.
Man, this really fell off after you went to college.
Death to the middle class. They're eating our people. Get over your allergies. Lactose tolerance. Underground Macklemore. So that's our second. That's our second Macklemore
What if
reference.
they were in
here.
the same album, like back to back, like Macklemore tribute and then Underground Macklemore?
Siren Head, This Isn't You. So theoretically, you know, there's this horror creature. If you don't know, named Siren Head. That was the talk of the town.
For like how
in like 2019. I don't even know. But it's like, imagine going up to this crazy horror creature and be like, Siren Head.
This isn't you.
This isn't you, Siren Head.
And
Fried Water.
Rips you apart.
Sideways Joy-Con. Women in STEM. Death by Hobby Lobby. This is a fun story. This is actually great because this is just like stories that like,
this is like getting our brain juices flowing.
We were in a Hobby Lobby looking for this like ornament hangers. Like this was like Christmas break. I was back in town. And my mom needed ornament hangers for a Christmas tree. So we go to Hobby Lobby. Me and Carson, we were already out doing stuff. She was like, can you stop by Hobby Lobby on your way back?
Yeah,
we should have known.
Do not go into Hobby Lobby.
There's something about a Hobby Lobby that is so painful to your mind.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's torturous. I think if you're not a middle-aged woman and you're in a Hobby Lobby, there's like it forces you out. Like it's like you're like a virus inside of a human body.
I'm like trying to like come up with like a comparison because there's definitely one out there, but like
it's like you're a virus, and it's like Hobby Lobby has its own like defense mechanism.
Oh, I got one. It's like in season 2 of Loki when I think it was Loki who goes out into the time stream and he's getting eroded by the sands of time as he like takes steps.
I haven't seen Loki season 2, but yes.
Yeah.
It was painful. We were in there for like an hour.
Yeah, and we just
looking for ornament hangers. That is it. We did not
like ask like multiple people,
and they pointed in like a general direction. We looked and there was nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
So, and it was so hard to ask these people.
Yeah, because it's like you had to find them down. You had to find them, and then 9 times out of 10, when you did find them, they were talking to someone already.
Yeah, so it was painful, and we're both two scared little boys inside a Hobby Lobby, and we didn't. It was scary. It was a scary place.
Do not put me back in a Hobby Lobby.
I'm never going back. Concrete Beach, Coughing Up Chalk, Greaseball Allegations, Everything Shower, Where My Hug At, Final Boss.
Now we're up to current day.
You're up to date on the song titles.
Looks like we're about 50-ish minutes in.
Yeah, we're about 50-ish minutes in.
What do we want to like do to close out these last 10-ish minutes? I guess.
I don't know. Kiss, make out.
Okay, mister. Like we already did that.
When?
If the viewers can find what time point we did it, You have
There's one frame. There's one
only
frame.
one man on Universe
We had
can
a
figure
secret-
that out. Nardwar, if you're listening, tell him.
We had a secret frame in this video. It's like a hidden Mickey.
It's like,
Or it's the two of us passionately
what if,
kissing.
like our channel's hidden Mickey's every episode there's a frame of us kissing. Like a singular frame.
That'd be great.
And our final video on the channel that's the thumbnail.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a weird thing to talk about. There's this YouTuber named Your Pal Ross,
Okay.
also known as House Owner, back in the day. He used to do videos with Sky Does Minecraft. Like he was one of the side characters of Sky Does Minecraft, basically. And he had this series called like Redstoner, I think. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it was like such an interesting series. It was basically like an ARG, but like
Oh, like a
it was
like a gaming channel or ARG.
It was like a gaming channel ARG where it was a series of like this guy like doing different redstone projects. Like each episode. It started out completely normal. Where he's just like, oh, here's how you make like this redstone thing. And it was like done by Ross. And as it goes on further and further, like he starts getting like his mind plagued by the redstone, and there'd be like freeze frames of like hidden messages. Like it was crazy. It was really freaking good. I might have to rewatch that now. But like I watched that like 6 years ago, and I was like, this is what YouTube could be. So we'll take some inspiration for that for our ARG.
You say that like we're gonna be smart enough to make
will.
an ARG.
No, we will, or we can get someone to. Oh my gosh!
If there's any ARGers in the chat or whatnot, chat, is this real? Is contact us and we will ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Reminds me of the J-Slat ARG.
oh yeah, Time to Smile. Where
Time
you
to
just
Smile.
like stopped.
So there's this really cool ARG J-Slat did where we're still not sure. I'm pretty sure he did because there's no other explanation. There's this YouTube Shorts channel called Time to Smile, where it was just like wholesome videos, but it would have Jay Schlatt's voice like under it. Who's if you don't know Jay Schlatt,
and
he's
it's
a
like you
popular
could
YouTuber.
obviously tell from the video that it wasn't like AI.
But like
voice.
it was like people were like, but this makes zero sense why Jay Schlatt would be doing a random channel unless it were like something weird. And it was like people were like, is AI just like gotten really, really good, or is it actually Schlatt? So I like subscribed to this channel. I was like in. And then like there were other YouTubers that were like had their voices. Like there was like Ludwig and Ted Nivison who had like done their voices on it too. And it was like either AI has gotten really freaking good or there's something more. So I looked it up. There's a whole ARG, and it's like crazy to think that like this huge YouTuber, like this ARG, like one of the channels that the ARG was on had like 100 subscribers.
oh my god,
Because it like led into other things. Like barely anyone knew about this crap, and it was like this huge YouTuber doing this, like spending probably hours on end making this that like nobody knew about. I'm like, dang, that's so interesting.
it's like really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and something he talked about on Anthony Padilla's most recent interview is that he like always like gravitates to new things and like he like puts a whole bunch of effort in, which is like
Oh, wasn't that like the video where he said, "Oh yeah, I'm coming back" or whatnot or something? Anthony Padilla, didn't he do something that was like, "Oh yeah"?
oh
I'm
that was
back?
a while ago.
That
He was
was
like,
oh
yeah, I'm
okay.
coming back to
I don't
Smosh.
watch Anthony Padilla.
Yeah,
That's it.
Smosh. Oh, that's also one of our big inspirations. Is
Yeah,
Smosh.
Smosh,
We forgot
yeah.
to talk about that.
You the Ian or the? I think you're the Anthony.
Comment down below who's the
Yeah,
Ian.
comment down below who's the Ian and who's the Anthony. And
Yeah,
then
I think
who's-
you're the Ian. I'd say I'm the
Yeah,
Anthony.
and then who do you think is the Dan and who do you think is the Aaron?
And who do you think is the Matt, and who's the Ryan, and who's the Markiplier, and who's the Jacksepticeye, and who's the Markiplier, who's the Darkiplier,
And then who's the Markiplier and who's the Crank Gameplays? And then
who's the Jacksepticeye, and who's the what's the evil Jacksepticeye?
there's an evil
There's an evil-
Jacksepticeye.
There's like I forgot what it's called.
I guess evil Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Who's the Stampy Longnose? Who's the Hit the Target?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one of us is more likely to turn evil?
Who's the Mario? Who's the Luigi?
Who do you think? Which of us is more
Ooh.
likely to have a villain arc?
Oh, villain. Okay, that's tough.
I feel like if you had a villain arc, it would be like secretive, and I feel like you'd like you'd like appear.
Oh,
as normal,
okay.
but like it would be like behind the scenes. You'd be like a little mastermind, like pulling the strings.
I think the interesting thing about that, but like, if I would think if you were to do like a villain arc, you would like it would be some grandiose, like you do some preparation, but it'd be like grandiose, like I'm a villain now, like Megamind type thing. Where
You think,
like,
okay, so I'd
yeah.
go Megamind. I think, I'm trying to like, you'd be like a twist villain in a Disney movie.
What's it, the new villain from like Wish that's like,
No, you'd be like Prince Hans from Frozen. Where you're like, oh, Anna, if only there was someone who loved you.
Only there was someone who loved you.
He's mogging on the listeners. In case you couldn't hear from the sounds of
Me sucking my cheeks in. That's really what mewing is, or mogging, or whatever it's called.
That's not though.
What is that
I
called?
learned how to mew before it was a meme. I'd like to say this. Last year, I was like into the gym like a freak. I was a freak in the gym. I was like devoted to working out 6 days a week. I was doing a freaking like bodybuilder routine. And if you can tell, it didn't do much because I stopped because life got crazy.
As it does.
But I was like, how do I devote my jawline? And I found mewing. And I tried it for a couple days and it sucked. And then a few months later, it became one of the brain rot staples of the internet.
Yeah. And then weirdly enough,
you discovered you've been doing it your entire life.
Yeah, it was. I had been subconsciously mewing for like a really long time. I just would rest my tongue in that spot.
Yeah, so the way you mew, folks, is really simple. All you have to do is like lift the base. You put like the front of your tongue on the back of your like bottom teeth, and you just like.
You kind of like bring your tongue up.
Or no, you put the front of your tongue on the top of your like.
Yeah, it's.
You basically just.
I don't know how to like describe it.
If this is the top of your mouth and this is your tongue, your goal is to just get it like as
like flush to the roof.
Flush to the roof as possible.
And that's how I would just rest my tongue for like a really long time.
So do a side profile. Side profile. Oh my gosh. Oh my wow. Wow. He's been doing it his entire life. If you get. You like turn and your like roof is like the bottom of your mouth is
it's like caved in.
Yeah.
You're like it's like a headset bump for your chin.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyways, podcast's almost over.
Yeah, guys, we got
channel's
like
almost over. It's gonna be our last
count the days.
I'm gonna do a sauce of the day this time, but without spilling it all over your.
What's it?
Keyboard.
I have a new,
which, if you couldn't tell, by the way,
I have a new keyboard for this episode because that was like gravy.
I spilled gravy. Yeah, so the last episode ended sort of abruptly, and it was kind of hard to tell what was going on. I spilled gravy on Carson's keyboard,
and then I went to like wipe it down, and I accidentally hit the end recording button.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that this time. We got Polynesian sauce,
What's
zesty buffalo from Chick-fil-A.
I didn't eat
many of it.
Here, while you're telling your sauce, I'm gonna go grab mine.
Well, I'm done. But okay.
Oh, okay, never mind then. So for me, I believe it was barbecue. It was barbecue sauce, but it was like Babe Ruth. Is that the not?
I have no
is
idea.
that it's the barbecue sauce, but that sort of title one was like honey barbecue, and then I put that on.
That's the best kind of
mac and
barbecue.
cheese. Yeah, honey barbecue is really good. Yeah,
I think that's about it. If you guys liked,
if you guys subscribed,
if you
if you sauce-cribed all over the channel, all over the place. Oh, the sauce! It's too much everywhere. Do the scream face. That we can make that our thumbnail. We could do mewing for our thumbnail.
I can for audio listeners, you're probably very confused. We've been morphing our faces into the most like heinous screams possible. Like, I can do this thing where I like unhinge my jaw, and I turn into basically
Terrifying nightmare creature.
yeah, from like the Mandela Files, like, or the Mandela Catalog.
Oh, maybe that should be the thumbnail. We like, and then I'll go in and like post edit. Or, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed, please support us. We really need it. We're broke boys. We could really use that sweet YouTube revenue.
We're trying
that we
like,
do not get because we have 20 subscribers. But please drop a subscribe. Follow our TikTok. Follow our Instagram. Follow our Twitter. We haven't posted anything on Twitter or Instagram. But if you'd like to see that, then drop a follow over there. We love you guys so much. We love you guys so much, and we miss you. And is there anything you'd like to say, Carson?
ASMR video coming never. Or I don't know, depending on how much you would want an ASMR video.
Next Saucecast, we're probably gonna look at our old channels.
Oh,
Or that might be a
yeah.
video. I did an ASMR thing back in the day.
Oh my god, yeah, you did.
But
Did you do
don't
two?
spoil it.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
spoil it.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
spoil
not, no spoilers.
Yeah, the video is ending in 10, 9, 8.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. We're awesome sauce. We're awesome sauce. Sauce and friends. Sauce. We made sauce. Are you gonna made along the way? Stay awesome, saucers.